What's up, YouTube? This is Crazy316 once again. This is going to be a response to my own video for people who are 1. Confused about their identity, 2. Mentally disturbed and uneducated, and the rest of the people are just either confused about the differences between past and current times and so on and so forth. Let's start with people who, a guy, Shelly Summers, I'm going to say it like it is. This is a guy, this is a man dressed up in women's clothing with nail polish on, changed his body to be a woman. You are a man, period. First point, it should be legal for the church to do their hate speech. Now, this would be classified as hate speech to homosexuals, of course, but in fact, I consider hate speech to be just that speech that promotes hatred towards homosexuals. Now, the church does not promote hate speech. The real Christians do not. We preach against homosexuality in a non-hatred way. We love the sinner, but not the sin. Hatred would be us saying that homosexuals, shoot them, screw them, me promoting death to them, which Christians do not do. We actually try to help them out of that lifestyle, so on and so forth. Hatred, you know what I mean? Deny them equal rights, in which we're not doing. As I've said over and over again, you have every right to marriage, as I do, and you have, and some, the voting and all that stuff. You guys weren't denied that crap like we were, our ancestors were, in our previous generations. Well, she goes on to spout about how hate speech, how the not having the anti-discrimination laws would have one kid smack another kid upside the head with a bat or something like that. And that's not true. I grew up without anti-discrimination laws and have never ever been violent towards a homosexual, so that's just a blatant assertion and ignorance from somebody who doesn't know who they are.
God gave them over to their unnatural lusts and men.
God gave them over to a reprobate mind. He didn't force them into being homosexual. He gave them over to reprobate minds to do which is not convenient. So basically, he pretty much took their right state of mind away. He did not force them into homosexuality. So that's another epic fail on your behalf. I love when people try to twist the Bible, because I love destroying your contradictions and what you say. He's like bipolar or something. He goes on to say, screw you, and then congratulations. There's a serious issue with that. That's pretty much it from this cat, the zackhammer. He goes on to say that churches should not have free speech rights. When I see Christian Truth Hammer already went on his video and said something. Now, Christian Truth Hammer, if you're going to watch this video, let me just tell you this right now. Going to this idiot's page is a waste of time. You're literally arguing with like an infant when you're dealing with this moron. Trust me. My brother Dreamshader Forever came on his channel and completely destroyed him on one of his stupid biblical arguments. And I've taken screenshots of that to prove it. So, and this guy, trust me, you're going to be wasting your time. The church is a protected group that has special rights because the church is a non-profit organization that helps this country out. We help out the community. We help keep families strong. Even our church, for example, we have done dinner on the house, where we go to stores and we ask for discounts or giveaways on foods and items that as many as they can, and we put together these big baskets and bags for the needy, for family in need, and for them to go home and cook a meal together. That's the catch, though. They have to cook, prepare the meal together as a family. That brings family time together, and that helps the family out for food. We do all kinds of other things, like find clothes that we give away for people who need. We provide all kinds of services that we do because we're a non-profit organization, and we don't have tax. We don't get taxed because we do stuff like that. We are a community help those of us that are real Christians. That is why we don't have to pay taxes. We have free speech because this country was created. We came over here for freedom of religion. Don't forget about that. This whole concept of this thing was for freedom of religion, so that we weren't held down by the tyranny of England back in the day, and the king and the Roman Catholic Church. So, which was more political than it was religious, which is why that debunks that whole religion creating wars and all that crap. That wasn't Christianity. That wasn't religion. That was the Roman Catholic Church, which was pretty much a political thing. And there is a video that I will seek and post the link to the side showing about that, which does a good job for that. So what else did this fool say? Oh, I mean, pretty much kind of like the same thing the other cat said. The other guy said, Shelley Summers, Anti Discrimination Laws add sexual preference to the category of protected groups, but it's unnecessary because there are already laws against violence. Go walk up to anybody, man, woman, homosexual, straight, and punch them, and see if you're not going to go to jail for doing that, for being violent towards them. Go up to, let's see, what kind of jobs still deny you employment for no credible reason other than having a felony or something like that? Who does that still? And if they still do that, then I agree they need to be handled with, but this law does not need to be implemented into our country because it's unnecessary. That being said, we're going to bring up a Speedy Bruin, or whatever his name is, on my video, said if it's unnecessary for homosexuals, then it should be unnecessary for blacks. Back in the day, it was necessary for blacks because it was not illegal to deny employment and stuff like that for any credible reason. They made laws against blacks. That's why that wasn't needed. There are no laws that are against homosexuals. People try to bring up the anti-sodomy laws. That affects more than just homosexuals. That will affect heterosexuals as well, because not only homosexuals commit sodomy, heterosexuals do it a lot too. I, for one, am against it. Six Nixus, or I believe, I don't know, whatever his name is, you know, bringing up the fact that Six Nixus and one-winged anarchy, who holds communistic views, and I just decided not to argue with that imbecile anymore. Once you say that one minority's will should have priority over another minority's rights, then I'm done. And that's pretty much what one-winged anarchy, however he says it, and the XXX the Peach held that view concerning the concerning what happened in New Mexico. You got one person's rights trumping over another person's rights, which was the religious rights of the photographers not to have to participate in that filthy ceremony of same-sex marriage, because when you deal with religion, you deal with spirituality too, and that is something that affects your spirituality and your whole mental state. Having to sit up there and see this garbage firsthand just because some homosexual wants you to photograph your marriage. Go somewhere else! Find another doggone photographer. Is it that hard? No, it's not. That's pretty much it. It may not be as detailed as I wanted it to be, but there were so many people who were saying all kinds of stupid things. The law doesn't take away freedom of speech. Go look at Canada. This law may claim not to take away freedom of speech for religions and stuff, but the homosexual can twist anything around and say this was this and it really wasn't, and they will win. It's happened before. A guy in Canada took out an ad in a newspaper just speaking out against it in a non-hatred way and got legal and court fees and all kinds of crap on him. So, you know what I mean? This is my response to these people. These people, they keep on coming and coming and coming with these dumb arguments. It's pathetic. This is Crazy 316. I'm out. Warn the brothers. Christ is coming back soon.